Hi there everyone and happy Pride. I'm Eric Ulloa and these are iconic LGBTQ moments in the theater you should know. I have always had a deep passion for not only the history of theater, but the history of the LGBTQ community. Knowing your history is knowing you stand on the fierce shoulders of those that came before you. So I've teamed up with Roberto Araujo, the team at Playbill, and 4 other LGBTQ Broadway stars to empower and uplift you each week of Pride 2022. So let's learn a little something. Now, when I ask you, what's the first openly gay play, or the first play to feature openly gay characters, our mind goes to the same place. A birthday party shared among a group of gay friends becomes a deep dive into their own personal torture, and a hell of a fight ensues. That's right, the boys in the band. And with that answer, you'd be wrong. The answer to that question has a long, winding, and interesting road, so join me back to the 1920s. We all know Mae West for her famous persona and that classic, "Come up and see me sometime." That was the worst Mae West impression ever. Anyways, did you know that she was a playwright? Yep, Mae West wrote and starred in her own plays on Broadway in the 1920s. Plays considered so scandalous that she was arrested on multiple occasions for corrupting the morals of youth. The most scandalous of all was a play called The Drag. Now, The Drag was a play written under Mae's pen name, Jane Mast. The play not only had homosexuals and cross-dressing in it, but scandalous is scandalous. It argued for the sympathetic treatment of homosexuals. A huge financial success in its out-of-town tryouts in New Jersey and Connecticut. The play brought in $30,000 on opening night. So they transferred it to Broadway, right? Not so fast. The critics of all the papers in 1927 had different plans and destroyed the play in out-of-town reviews for its open portrayal of homosexuality, and the play closed after 2 weeks. It was then told to producers by government agencies that if they dared to bring this play to Broadway, all Broadway productions that season would be scrutinized and censored. And to top it all off, you guessed it, Mae West went to jail. This time for 10 days and a fine of $500. Now, how did they get away with this? Well, there was a law in place. The 1927 Padlock Bill prohibited homosexual matter on the stage. Can you actually imagine trying to keep homosexual matter off the stage? In this business? I digress. Now, the sad reality was that for decades and decades, we could kind of see ourselves on stage, written by masters like Tennessee Williams and Lillian Hellman, but these were often sad, tragic closet cases for which no happy ending would ever be afforded. And then came the 60s. Lanford Wilson delivered us a new play that premiered at Cafe Sino in May of 1964, The Madness of Lady Bright. Now, the play is a monologue delivered by an aging drag queen and was noted by many critics and historians as the first to depict a gay character in an unsensational way. Now, there's no way to make certain that Lady Bright was the first, but it has been dubbed as one of the first gay plays in which a gay character was portrayed as a human and not a villain or a depressive or a deviant. And what we do know for certain was that the door had been kicked open and we came ready to tell our authentic stories.
We were even ready to sing about them. The first openly gay characters in musicals
Whoa, Beth.
were...
That's next week. So, here's where I leave you and tell you to keep going. Keep Googling, keep researching. Type in these topics. I gave you an appetizer and there is a whole feast out there. We'll be back next week with a new host and a new topic to remind you of the powerful history of this gorgeous, diverse community. Happy Pride, family.